Great, nice job. Thank you, sir. Oh, well. Well, listen, first of all, I've got to say thanks for coming on. I'm a huge fan, and you haven't been on TV, I haven't seen you on TV for a long time. I know you're back now with the movement, and I guess that's why. Before I start interviewing you about yourself, I was just curious. I was watching last night, I don't know if you were, I'm sure some people here were, the big benefit concert for the Curs, and last time I saw you in one of those sort of things was the Live Aid thing, right. The big one that kicked you off. Do you think that's going to be a permanent feature, like rock guys trying to get together and raise cash in that way?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I don't think it's the duty of the public or pop groups to raise money, really. I think there's enough money in government funds to do that anyway. And I think in some ways... I think in some ways it just perpetuates the situation.
So would you then...
Well, you have to do it as well. I mean, at the same time, you're caught in that trap, really, in a way.
So you would do it, but you'd kind of do it against your better judgment. I think so. Well, now, you were on Live Aid, of course, I'm sure people remember. And one of the things I remember with great fondness is that the footage of people arriving, there was Bananarama and Boeing, all these people turning up in helicopters and Lear jets and everything, and then you walk around the corner with your umbrella rolled up. Now, is this something consciously that you've tried to make sure that you stayed normal, you've been unaffected by what's gone on around you?
To some extent, yeah, but it just depends what sort of person you are. If I was a person who was into helicopters or yachts or whatever, then, you know, I'll try and save up for one, but... but I'm not, you know. But I don't try and do it to be street cred. I mean, that's nonsense, you know.
Do you think you are something of a maverick in the music biz? You do seem quite different to other sort of rock stars and performers.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. I wouldn't, yeah.
Would you consider yourself, were you going to say, would you consider yourself a rock star?
No, I wouldn't, definitely not, no. I would take that as an insult.
well, it was meant to one, of course, right, so there you go.
And God bless you for it.
Now, lots of people have written about you as being kind of style-obsessed, out of all the, especially when the punk movement was on, if it was a movement, it was deemed to be anti-fashion, and then you were there and you were kind of the opposite, sharp suits and right. The shoes and everything. Are you obsessed with style? Is that such a big thing in your life?
I don't know if I'm obsessed with style. I mean, I'm just into what I'm into. I don't really make a big deal of it, I don't think. I don't feel I do anyway. And to me, it's like a religion, you know. It's like being a Catholic or whatever.
In what way is it like being a Catholic then?
I don't know, I just want to sound good. No, I don't know. Well, it's just, you know, I'm into that. It's like my code in a way. It gives something to my life.
It's very much...
It's not a big deal at the same time, you know. There are higher things to think about, but I like clothes. Like
it was the sort of mod thing, wasn't it? Is that what it's come out of?
Yeah, I'm still a mod. I'll always be a mod. You can bury me a mod.
Now, there's been a lot of press recently, people have been talking about this new thing, the new lad. I don't know if people have heard about that, this idea that the new man was a bit of a sham. He was actually a lad pretending he respected women a bit. And along with me, you seem to have been put up there as the patron saint of the new lads. Is that something you're happy to acknowledge that, or do you think it's rubbish?
I haven't heard about this till yesterday. Someone explained the concept of new ladism to me, but yeah, I'll go along with it, I understand it.
So you're there at the forefront of the new lad?
Yeah, not intentionally, but I guess so, you know. I'm quite happy to be there.
So well, let me ask you a bit about the movement, because you're back now, and you're going to be performing. Are you going to be doing live gigs, and is it going to be the standard rock sort of album tour sort of setup, or? I
don't know, you know, well, we've already done some gigs, but whether it's going to be a standard setup, I mean, there's not much else groups can do but play live and make records, so...
I guess...
Yeah. I didn't mean it that way. I just
when you put it that way, it does seem very simple though, Paul. Thanks for clearing up with me. But I was curious because I saw one of your first gigs with the movement, I guess. I went down, it was a tiny little club in Camden, and is that a conscious thing? Are you going to be playing small venues?
We've done some, yeah, but that was like a warm-up thing, really. But yeah, it's nice to play smaller places, but I don't know, whatever.
So I was curious because the sound is kind of, it's not the sort of harder attack rock thing, but it doesn't seem quite as gentle as the Style Council. Is it deliberately between the two?
Not deliberately, but I think it is going that way. It's a kind of mixture of the two things.
One final thing before we get you on to I was curious about this. The Clash have been back in the charts recently as a result of a jeans commercial, of all other things. Now, say someone was to dig out an old Jam track. First of all, would you let them bung it on a jeans commercial? And secondly, if it did and it became this huge hit, would you do, as I'm led to believe, the Clash, because would you reform the Jam?
Definitely not.
Now, you're sure about that?
I definitely wouldn't reform the Clash either, but... But no, I wouldn't, and I wouldn't like my song to be used as on a jeans commercial, but I don't know how much say a group has in that. I'm not sure where you stand with that.
The record company. I suppose it's different. Going underground or something wouldn't really have the same kind of... you couldn't do a nice little cosy video about that, really, could you? I guess.
Hopefully not. No, hopefully that'll never
Quite
happen.
funny. Now, the song you're going to finish the song this evening first. This is it's a Steve Marriott song.
Right.
You
Well,
for that?
Small Faces song.
Particular reason you've chosen this?
We was doing it live, and unfortunately, Steve passed away in the last, 2 or 3 weeks or so. So it kind of became even more poignant in a sense.
Thank
but-
you. Well, it's a
Well,
great
I
song.
can't
I look
tribute.
forward to hearing it. Paul Weller, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Paul Weller. And while Paul gets ready to play us out this evening, my thanks once again to my other guests for this Monday, Dr. Alan Lazar.